Well, this one was absolutely fun, as I expected it to be. Can't wait to get into my review. So, folks, let's start that right now. Here's my review of the new film Slumber Party Massacre. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. And today we're going to be reviewing the film Slumber Party Massacre, which made its world premiere this year at Fantastic Fest 2021. And guess what, folks? You can check it out on SYFY, dropping October 16th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's right around the corner, right in time for Halloween, and this is the film you don't want to miss. This was a very fun film. Now, if you feel like you may have heard of that name before, then yes, that's because this is a new reimagined version of the 1982 slasher cult classic film in Slumber Party Massacre. So this was updated, a new vibe, a new contemporary feel. So like, look, you're gonna enjoy that if you enjoyed the first one. Also, if you just like a good slasher, then you will love this film. I think it instantly lets you know that this film is going to be fun. And while I got a lot to kind of talk about with this film, I highly recommend that this is the film you don't want to miss. This was a good time. I really did enjoy it. But this film also gives me vibes like other films that really has the same type of toning. And like one that really jumps out to me is Black Christmas. If you've seen that film like a couple of years ago, this really gives me that same type of like vibe, where you have a slasher on the loose, you have a bunch of teenage girls who are just having fun, a little dipsy, you know, very cheesy at times. The film is totally campy, but it's still fun. And as the film kind of gets deeper and deeper, the severity of that there's a slasher becomes more and more prevalent to everybody. So it's not just fun and games the entire time. Things start to get really serious, you know what I mean? And that's what I like. It's like, it's all fun and games until it's like, also, people are dying. We should probably take this serious now, especially us as the viewers. We want you to take this serious now because things are getting kind of crazy here. And it also uses a bunch of classic horror tropes as well, too. So, like, there's a lot of recognizable factors here. I mean, the killer is running around with a power drill. He's not for the slumber party fun, all right? He's not for all of that, you know, but it is what it is. The set location, which happens to be in this very Texas Chainsaw Massacre mansion, I thought was really cool, really creepy as well too. So that really helped added like the atmospheric horror surrounding this film. But the one thing about this film, as I said, is really campy. You have people always screaming and everybody's running like, "Oh my God, what happened? What happened?" It happens so often that you can't help but to notice like, how many times are we going to get the girl who cried wolf thing in this? Like, come on now. But whatever. I will say too that how the plot is set up is that, you know, you have these young girls who one of them is trying to revenge her mom, who was she was part of the first set of girls who fell victim to this killer who killed all her friends, but her mom survived, and her mom has been dealing with the trauma ever since. So she decides to set her friends up and let everybody in on this, except for one girl, that they're trying to bait the killer to this slumber party so that she can get revenge on him, revenge on him for her mother, you know, because, you know, it's not only just revenge, but it's validation to her mother as well too. So you have this mother-daughter dynamic that's also being part of this as well too. And while that seems like a good idea, I mean, these girls aren't clearly trained for this. This is a real killer out here, and they're out here thinking it's fun and games, and well, the killer's going to make an example of them one way or another. But as that goes on and on, the gore is good. It's actually good as hell, to be honest. And the kills were pretty fun, especially considering that he had a power drill now. Like, could you imagine some of the things he was doing? And I laughed a lot more than I expected with this film. Because, again, it was just a funny, silly, comical time, you know? It kind of reminded me of, like, Happy Death Day. Of, like, how fun that film was in regards to just laughing at the demise of certain people in a very comedic way. Certain people were dying, you know? But I gotta say, like I said in the beginning, while it's all fun and games, towards the end of the film, things did start to get serious, because it's just like, yeah, there's a killer on the loose, folks. You got to do something about this, you know what I mean? So, you know, towards the end of the film, it feels more serious. It really establishes that there's actually a threat on the loose. So you notice how things are fun in the beginning, a lot of laughs, and then it kind of smooths over to it being feeling like a real legitimate horror slasher film. And that's cool. It meshed together. The continuity was really good on that. But I gotta say that the cinematography, especially with some of the action, because there's a little bit of, I guess we can call it hand-to-hand combat going on here. I thought that the choreography was pretty good, and the cinematography with that complemented really well as well too. Again, it's very campy, but hey, I liked it. I knew what I was getting myself into, and I'm fine with that. And this is perfect for television. This is an easy and fun watch for the Halloween season, so you don't want to miss out on this, folks. This is Slumber Party Massacre. Again, it made its world premiere this year at Fantastic Fest 2021, and you can check it out on SYFY on October 16th. Folks, jump in the comments, let me know your thoughts about this film, and stay tuned for more reviews very soon.